It's a COVID update. I'm not sitting in the COVID cave. I'm not in the COVID corner, and that is because I have produced 2 negative COVID samples. So I am no longer considered a threat to society with the coronavirus. I'm not infectious anymore. And if you remember, my first test of being positive for COVID was back in mid-July. So we're now into October, and unfortunately, even though I still have been given the all clear as far as COVID goes, the virus is still affecting my body with what I had talked about before, this long COVID. So it has changed my life because every day is very, very different. On some days I have amazing days and I eat well and I feel okay. And there are other days where unfortunately I relapse into just a patient of COVID with heart issues and lung issues and brain fog and incredible fatigue and arthritis in my hands. So it really has impacted my life, and I'm continuing to get better, but it's a kind of a bit of an uphill slog. So the big thing is, though, we don't know why this is happening. We don't know why some people are affected. There are a lot of theories out there. It is actually mostly women that are affected by long COVID. There's also 170 symptoms that they can attribute to this long COVID. So we're all very different. But the one thing we all know is that we have to listen to our bodies. We cannot overdo it, because as soon as our heart rates start going up, that usually triggers shortness of breath and incredible fatigue. So we don't do that anymore. No more cardio exercise for me until my heart gets sorted out, or at least I'm given the all clear by somebody. So yeah, big changes in my life, but striving to get better every single day. The big thing I want to share with you is that through all of this, we obviously have to take care of ourselves, because sometimes you are isolated and you don't have access to a cure or help if you're infectious. So, much of my time in quarantine and in isolation was, how can I help myself heal through this? And over and over again, I read research articles about how making sure you have adequate levels of vitamin D actually decreases your susceptibility by half to the COVID virus. So get out in the sun, supplement with vitamin D. I'm not here to tell you how much to take. I would tell you, go get a blood test, see what your levels are, but make sure you're getting enough vitamin D in your life. We're going into a season, maybe not in Arizona, but in England, in Europe, and in Michigan, and other places in the States, where daylight savings changes, there's less sunlight. Flu season's coming up. It's going to get colder. There's going to be less sun out there. This is the time to start protecting yourself from the viruses, whether it is flu, or whether it's flu or COVID, by boosting your vitamin D. Like I said, I read it over and over and over again. It's the one thing that we can do without medicine. It's a natural substance that will help and protect our bodies. So thank you to all of you. I know I've had messages, I've had emails, I've had beautifully written cards and letters asking about me. And there are some days, like I said, where I'm okay. And there are some days where I don't have the energy to pick up the phone and call my family, or pick up the phone and talk to people. So please know that it's all gratefully received. I'm glad I can give this update right now, and I'm glad it's good news. But eventually I'll be back to normal, but my new normal is a little bit different from my old life, but still on that good path. So a smile and gratitude for all of you watching this. Please take care of yourselves, wear your mask, socially distance, and wash your hands. And if you have symptoms, stay away from other people. Thank you for watching.